So for today, the third and the last part of the series, I will be discussing to you all about the cap rate, preferred return, and equity split. Number 7, cap rate or capitalization rate. So cap rate is used to indicate the rate of return that is expected to be generated on a real estate investment. So the formula for cap rate is net operating income, so excluding the debt service, over the current market value. So one very important thing to know on a given offering is what is the current cap rate in that area, since this will drive the price of the property depending on the performance of the net operating income. So one key thing that you need to know, so the higher the cap rate, the lower the value of the property. Then the lower the cap rate, this will be the higher value of the property. So let's put an example. So a cap rate of area is 5%, and the NOI of a property is 2 million. So to come up with the value of the property, you just divide the 2 million divided by the 5%, which is 0.05. So that will mean like the value of the property will be $40 million. So if there can be an improvement to a property, which we typically do as a value add, and let's say we can just get an additional of 100,000 in NOI. So 2,100,000 of NOI, then divided by 0.05. So now the property value becomes 42 million. So you will see like the multiplier of that 5%. So with just an increase of 100,000 of net operating income, the property value increased by 2 million. So where will you see that kind of return, right? So, and then on the negative side, but what if, let's say, there was a decrease in NOI? So let's say you lose like 50,000. So there's also like a side effect, a big side effect as well. So 2 million less the 50,000 will be 1,950,000 divided by the 5% cap rate. So now the property value is 39 million. So you lost 1 million in the property value. So that's why it's really important whenever going into a deal, like what's the strategy to increase the NOI of the operator. So that's really crucial. So that's how important to know the cap rate is in the market, especially on the sell side as well and on the buy side. So the cap rate on the sell side is also known as reversion cap rate. The number 8, preferred return. Preferred return is the percentage of your investment that will be distributed first to the passive investors, which is the LP, before the general and the limited partner splits the remaining profit on a deal. So for example, so investment of 100,000, and let's say there's an NOI of 2 million. Then let's say there's a total debt service of 800,000. So 7% preferred return, and then there are 5 LP position for the same 100,000 each. So let's do the math. So 2 million, so you need to pay first the debt service. So that leaves you of, let's say, $1.2 million at a net cash flow. Then now we need to do the distribution of the 7% pref. So the 7% preferred return of 100,000 in a year is 7,000 per year. So each of the 5 LP, which has the same investment, let's say 100,000, right? So they will receive the first 7,000 year each. So that will be 35,000 total preferred returns distributed first. So out of that 1.2, you need to deduct the 35,000. So now it leads to 1.165 million for distribution. So there will be, that will be the amount that you will start the equity split between the GP, which is the general partner, and the LP. So the equity split, number 9. Equity split is the percentage split between GPs and the LPs on the deal after any preferred return has been distributed. So given the example above, for preferred return, if the equity split is 80-20, 80 goes to the LP, 20 goes to the GP. So given the example above, right? So 1.165, so 80% goes to the 932,000 will go to the pool of all the LPs. So this will be distributed among the LPs. Then it will be distributed according to how much the LP have invested. So since all the LPs have equal share of 100,000, so it will be split like by 5. So each will have 186,400 for that year. Then for the GP, so this will be like 233,000. So it will be distributed amongst the GP. So that ends like the 9 important numbers you need to know on a multifamily apartment deal. Hope you learned something new today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, anyone from the Legacy Ownership Holdings team. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss all the videos that we will be releasing. See you on the next videos.